You ever see Spring Breakers? Never mind. For those in the envious position of somehow avoiding pop culture worldliness, Britney Spears was once upon a time America's favorite piece of jailbait, and then she became a skinhead. Somewhere between those 2 points in time, she starred in her own video game, and it was called Britney's Dance Beat. I remember reading about this game when it was new. I thought to myself, wow, this sounds really stupid. What kind of stupid person would buy this game? 15 years later, I am that stupid person. Truthfully, I was already a big fan of rhythm games at the time this occupied retail shelves, thanks to my obsession with Dance Dance Revolution. Had this game featured Limp Bizkit or Eminem instead, I would have played it back then. With that missed opportunity in mind, I'm about to play Britney's Dance Beat for the very first time. The back of the box description promises that Britney is realistically transformed into 3D. That seems redundant, but let's see if it's a promise kept. Well, this game is rated E for everyone, but that outfit is a T. The main attraction here is the audition. You gotta audition to be one of Britney's dancers. Pick a character, pick a song, and start dancing your thumbs across that controller. Britney's Dance Beat uses a rotating cursor to indicate the rhythm of the button presses. The cursor travels along a circle, passing through button symbols, indicating which button the game requires you to press when highlighted by the cursor. It's a different way of tracking the player's timing. I can't recall any other rhythm game that presents its mechanic in such a way. It's not bad, but the background graphical happenings can distract you from correctly timing the button presses. Throughout the audition, you compete against computer-controlled opponents, perform more accurate button presses than them, and you move on to the next audition. You're rewarded with points at the end of each round. Earn enough points, earn a backstage pass. Each backstage pass will let you see a video featuring Britney and friends goofing off, but be careful not to select a video without having the appropriate backstage pass.
Sorry, wrong pass.
Backstage passes also earn what the game calls immersive video. These are composed of footage from real Britney Spears concert rehearsals, and the footage is captured in 360-degree video. Look around, see what you find. I found this guy. During the initial playthrough in audition mode, the songs available are incomplete versions of popular Britney Spears hits. Below the song titles at the selection screen, there are 2 words that say normal and full. Normal indicates the truncated version of the song, while full indicates the full version. Upon completion of the first 5 auditions, the full songs are finally made available. Why all the rigmarole? Because these are the only 5 playable songs in the entire game. Imagine if your Fruit Loop of a brother picked this game to rent at the video store. Imagine being tortured with the same 5 songs over and over and over again for the entire weekend. I understand that licensing can be expensive, productions don't have unlimited budgets, but I think this one could have spent its money more effectively. Consider this. The beginning credits say that a company called House of Moves provided motion capturing. I looked up this company and they're still around. They seem to be doing well. Their portfolio boasts a long list of high-profile film and video game projects. As this collaborator's pedigree would suggest, the animation in Britney's Dance Beat is good. But this quality of motion capture was used for a game where you're not looking at the animation most of the time. Maybe they could have used the mocap budget on some more songs, but the shortage of musical variety could easily be an issue of the record company exercising their will on the development process, forcing a limited selection of songs as to not compromise record sales. Even with that very possible circumstance in mind, the menu and credits reveal remixes of songs included in the game. These remixes are only accessible in the menu and credits where they are initially found. They're not included in gameplay. The developers really should have made these available for playing, but it's too late now. The short soundtrack casts a shadow over other problems. The power-ups that screw up you and your opponent activate upon achieving combos. I already mentioned how the sparkly nonsense that happens on the screen can distract your view of the timing cursor. The intention here isn't to mess with your timing, it's just a flaw in the game, but these power-ups will make the command change to a different button just a few beats before you're supposed to press it. There's another one that disrupts the required timing of button inputs. It's a nice idea that could have been improved if these power-ups were stored for use at the player's discretion. Britney's Dance Beat plays as well as any rhythm game I've tried, but those games had more than 5 songs. I don't mind that there's only one artist whose music is featured. The same thing happened with rock band spin-offs centered around the Beatles and Green Day. I enjoyed those games a lot more than I enjoyed Britney Spears' only video game endeavor. Someone should have made Britney's Dance Beat too.